Gentleman yields back. Mr. De Esposito is recognized for 5 minutes.
Well, thank you, Chairman, and thank you all for being here. I'm going to start first. I am a proud retired New York City detective, so I'm going to start with the police stuff first and talk like a cop. Chief, I know that you mentioned in some of your remarks the most serious issue that we're facing is staffing. And obviously, throughout this country, staffing in law enforcement agencies is a problem, and it's a problem because cops are treated so poorly, whether it's by administrations, whether it's by the people that they serve, whether it's by so-called leaders and elected officials. So what are you doing to make sure that we are getting the best and the brightest here in the Capitol Police Force?
So our recruitment efforts through social media, and I think it's the way we, if, for lack of a better term, the way we market this position. This, as you know, is a different kind of police department. It's a very unique police department. Our mission is unique around the country. And we are appealing to folks who want to serve their country, who want to work in federal law enforcement, that don't necessarily want to be transferred all over the country like most other federal law enforcement agencies. And these strategies have been very successful in terms of attracting good quality folks.
Okay. I'm going to talk fast like a true New Yorker, so to try to get through this. You also mentioned in your remarks leap pay, and you specifically mentioned leap pay to DPD. Now, why wouldn't we include all members of service in the leap pay? I mean, just speaking as a cop and not as a member of Congress, I think that if we're going to implement programs like that for members of service and some not others, I think the morale would be destroyed in the department.
So we're just trying to mirror what the other 1811 series special agents have, and we're just trying to mirror that for our folks.
Okay.
And we can certainly discuss expanding it.
Okay. At the Inspector General oversight hearing last week, Capitol Police Inspector General stated that he supported the United States Capitol Police implementing specific whistleblower protections. Ms. Rexroth, do you agree that the United States Capitol Police should implement specific whistleblower protections?
I'm not sure about the Capitol Police, sir, but I know that for whistleblower protection, just in general, I would be an advocate of that.
Okay. Mr. McFarland, do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Ms. Gibson, do you agree?
Absolutely. Whistleblowers must be protected and cannot be retaliated against.
Chief, since you appeared before our committee weeks ago, months ago, have you implemented specific whistleblower protections?
There are regulations that prohibit discrimination and harassment of employees that I think can be used to ensure the protection of whistleblowers.
Okay, so will you commit to expand on them by the end of the year? It's one of the most serious issues that we're talking about as a committee. I think that what's already in place needs to be expanded.
Whistleblowers should be protected. True whistleblowers should be protected.
Will you commit to work with us by the end of the year to expand?
I can certainly work with the committees on it, absolutely.
Ms. Gibson, why hasn't the Capitol Police Board directed the United States Capitol Police to implement specific whistleblower protections?
The Capitol, I absolutely support whistleblower protections. It's essential to ensuring there's an environment in which an employee who might discover waste, fraud, and abuse would feel free and safe and secure in bringing that to someone's attention. Certainly the board can, I think perhaps the best avenue might be to ask the IG to look at the whistleblower protection program and assess its adequacy.
Okay. I look forward to working with the chairman and ranking member to get some answers on that. Ms. Gibson, I also want to thank you for providing the Committee on House Administration with a copy of the Board Manual of Procedures. Is it correct that this manual was not made available to oversight entities until your arrival as the Senate Sergeant-at-Arms?
I believe that is correct, but I don't know for sure what happened before I got here.
It seems important that the men and women, the rank and file of the United States Capitol Police have access to these regulations as well. When will you make a copy of the relevant sections of the manual available to all personnel in the Capitol Police?
So that's certainly an important consideration, and what I'd like to do is consult with my colleagues and our oversight entities to develop a more fulsome response.
Okay. And I know I only have a few seconds left, but back in the NYPD, we have something that's called a patrol guide. So, Chief Manger, does the United States Capitol Police have a policy in place in their guide that governs the use of social media applications, or I should say, communication applications like WhatsApp, Signal, or other messaging apps?
We have a social media policy.
Okay, and are messaging apps involved in there?
I know that they're mentioned. I can't tell you more specific.
Do you know that these, or are you aware that these applications are currently in use by the United States Capitol Police?
It would not surprise me.
Okay. Have you ever used WhatsApp in your official capacity?
I have not.
Okay. And just, if I guess my time has expired, I yield back.
Next up, Senator Cruz.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you to each of you for being here. Thank you for the service each of you provide.